Welcome to another opportunity to have a conversation around strategy here in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at North Carolina State University. We're pleased today to have Dr. Steve Lommel, who is the Associate Director of Research here at North Carolina State. And Steve, we welcome you. And a lot of our folks that may be watching in today or taking a chance to view this video may not know exactly what you do. What does the Associate Director of Research do in the College of Ag and Life Sciences?
Does a lot. We are a land-grant institution, and we're one of the only land-grant institutions in the state along with NCA&T. So we get a federal appropriation. So this office manages that federal appropriation and the state match. We also handle pretty much the research portfolio for the college. Work a lot with the commodity groups, as does Extension and other units. Work with our faculty in getting grants and contracts. We work on intellectual property. We work on royalties. We run the experiment stations around the state in partnership with NCDA. And we work for the dean and to help fulfill his mission.
So why is research important to agriculture and to ag and life sciences? Why is that important?
If you look over the last 100 years, crop productivity is doubled again every few years. And it needs to continue to double in the next 35 years to feed a growing world population. So research is essential. It's not going to happen without research. We're solving all kinds of problems, making farmers more efficient, more profitable, making food more nutritious, more shelf stable, more safe. Research has been behind all of that.
So when you think about that, I know one of the things that you guys are working on right now is something called the Plant Sciences Initiative. And I know you've been really excited about it, and a lot of folks here in the college have been working on a lot of things around that. Tell us, when we say the Plant Sciences Initiative, what is that? What does that mean? Give our folks a definition of what the Plant Sciences Initiative is.
The Plant Science Initiative is a way to reformulate our research assets in the college. We're very strong in plant sciences. We're a little bit weak in some areas, but we're pretty strong in plant breeding and things like that. 2/3 of our faculty in the college are plant scientists. But we need to reformulate that. We need to make it bigger. We need to bring in other disciplines to be able to answer the next big questions in agriculture, like drought and yield and nutrition and things like that. So science, agricultural science and all kinds of biological science is moving away from a cottage industry to a much more of a systems approach. So the initiative is designed to bring in a lot of other disciplines, improve our plant sciences, get these other disciplines to work together to, again, tackle these big problems. And a corollary to that is that we need better facilities. NC State, again, is as a major agricultural state. We got many supportive commodity groups. Our commissioner in the Department of Agriculture, our legislature is very supportive of agriculture, but our university lacks modern, appropriate facilities. And so this is an effort not only to reformulate our plant sciences, but to get a building to help with better infrastructure so we can move the plant sciences forward.
Now, I know that in the college, in particular with Dean Linton's leadership, we talk a lot about partnership and a lot about collaboration and trying to build bridges. And one of those bridges, as I understand it with the Plant Sciences Initiative, is a relationship with the Department of Agriculture and maybe some other partners. You want to talk a little bit about the partnership aspect of this?
Absolutely. So we're blessed here in North Carolina being as part of RTP. As RTP has been built over the last 50 years, one of the major components of Research Triangle Park are biosciences, both human biosciences and agricultural biosciences. As we stand today, there's thousands of plant bioscientists working in the park. There's 5 or 6 major plant biotech seed companies in the world. 3 of them have the world's research headquarters right here in RTP. So there's a great opportunity for partnership there, a great opportunity for synergy. And in addition to that, there's many small startup plant biotech companies, there's many medium-sized biotech companies, and there's a lot of plant sciences and agricultural companies spread throughout the state. We hope to partner with many of these and leverage all those assets to do science here at NC State University for the good of the public and good of the state. Also, NCDA is our partner in this. They're very, very supportive of it. And as I briefly mentioned, we share management of a number of our research stations with the NCDA to create a research enterprise across the state so we can do plant improvement, plant breeding, and through one system, one management system and one research system, and we can have our breeders breed for drought tolerance, cold tolerance, yield, salt, all these different conditions using one station system. So it's a really huge advantage for our breeders and for our partners who come in with us in the Plant Science Initiative.
How is this going to impact potentially a farmer in eastern or western or central North Carolina that's out there doing the good work to make agriculture strong? How will this impact that local producer ultimately?
We have 90 major organized commodities in the state, and many of the farmers belong to these commodity groups. And again, it's another asset in North Carolina. We're a very diverse state. We have lots and lots of commodities. They're all very progressive farmers, and they all value and use research and see the value of research. And really a great example is how there's been a great partnership between our farmers and the research enterprise, and the extension enterprise here at NC State is with sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, we've always been blessed for being a good state for growing sweet potatoes, and we've had very entrepreneurial farmers, and partnering with our plant breeders and our agronomists, mainly in our horticulture department, there's been this marriage that's been together for 25 or 30 years, and since then we've grown the sweet potato industry from a mom and pop cottage industry to a $350 million major industry with exports all around the world, and particularly in Europe. And then really, that's really the example of how a partnership between our farmers and the university across the spectrum, ag econ, breeding, everything, can really elevate a commodity and a number of the farmers.
When you stack us up and you look at what we have the potential to do in the plant science arena, is this truly going to be a game changer for North Carolina?
Absolutely. I have gone to a number of different states. We have all the pieces of the puzzle. I mean, many other states are really envious of our geographic position, being in an RTP, having such progressive farmers and having so many commodity groups. We just need to put those pieces of the puzzle together to put the puzzle together, and we really will be the world's leaders.
And ultimately, as you mentioned earlier, this will result in a facility that'll bring together the disciplines that do solve the world's problems as it relates to plants, and trying to make this economy even stronger, and really position North Carolina not only as being a great leader in plant sciences, but being the preeminent leader, certainly in the U.S. and around the world, as I'm hearing you talk about it.
That's right. And let me just take off on one of the points you made, Marshall, is that this plant sciences initiative and the building are really designed to do science from now into the future. So it's not what many people think as a plant sciences building, where you put a couple of like-minded scientists together. It's really to put people of different thinking, different disciplines, different expertises together to really kind of work together and create that energy and drive and those big solutions and those big answers. And the building's going to be designed in a new way to do that, to drive this interdisciplinarity. It's going to be an open lab, and we hope to have federal partners, state partners, and corporate partners in there to drive this knowledge and these new ways of thinking and these big solutions.
And one of the things we maybe haven't touched on yet, but this is going to have implications on how we train students as well.
We're going to be creating basically the students of the future. Whether you go back to the farm and become a farmer, or work for a research company, or become a research scientist in government, you now have to think interdisciplinarily. You now have to have a big base of knowledge. So you might get data or might get information on GPS or mathematics or on GIS or weather. As trained as a plant biologist, you have to have a skill set to be able to understand that and assimilate that knowledge. And we're going to be training, we are training, and we will be training students who are prepared to take that interdisciplinary research, understand it, and use it. So we're getting away from just being a plant scientist and not knowing anything about economics or mathematics or statistics. We're trying to give everybody some cross-training in all these areas, and the research will be cross-training. So these kids now, this new generation of scientists and farmers will be equipped to do this kind of stuff and use all these different scientific assets.
So if somebody's viewing this today and they're thinking, okay, Dr. Lommel, what can I do? Is there a way that I can be involved, or how can I learn more about this? Engaged, and just anybody out there, what might they do to help push this forward? You got any ideas for them? Anything they can do?
Well, they can certainly help with our efforts by contacting you or me or the dean, and come to campus, and we'll show them around. But from other ways is if they have children, make sure they get educated in the STEM disciplines. Have them go to college and find out what their interests are. It doesn't have to be agriculture or plant biology, but expose your kids to a wide breadth of experiences and understanding. So we are looking for students and graduates with an open mind who can continually learn through life.
We're delighted that you've been willing to join us. When I think about plant sciences, just to kind of summarize, we think about an opportunity to partner in a way that's going to transform North Carolina, that could truly be a game changer for the state. You know, I've heard our dean talk about this plant sciences initiative really positioning us as the Silicon Valley for plant sciences in the world, much like we see in California with technology and those kind of things. And so it sounds like that's kind of the direction we're headed and where we're trying to go. Does that sound right?
Absolutely. This is an exciting time for us right now. Everybody's thinking the same way. There's a lot of drive in the agricultural sector of the economy to move forward. There's a lot of opportunities. It's an exciting time to be in agriculture. We have some big global challenges. We'll meet those challenges, but it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work, and that's exactly how we're trying to position ourselves here at NC State University, to be at that nexus of that.
Well, thank you, Steve, and again, thanks, folks, for joining us for this conversation around strategy and what's going on in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences here at NC State. We hope that you will ask Dr. Lommel and others if you have questions or want to be a part of this initiative in plant sciences. This sounds like something that's certainly going to have implications not just for people in the college, but across all 9 million plus citizens of North Carolina and truly globally around the world. We look forward to the next opportunity we have to have a strategic conversation with you.